is a comic review. It is purely about the finished work and any of the actions, opinions, family pets, weird interests, terrible cooking skills, or otherwise are not taken into account. This is just about the finished work, guys. We don't need to hear about all of their weird internet search history.
Hey guys, StarCraft here, and well, this is a little funny. Originally, when I was going to do these videos, because I knew the books were coming in the mail soon, I was planning on doing a full review of Graveyard Shift Volume 1. Since I did a partial review a while back, I wanted to do a more detailed one. Then go over Volumes 2 and the supplementals. Because those, I got the permission from Mark Poulton to think, go ahead, as long as they mention spoilers. And then after that, I would have done U.S. Assassin, which would have come with Volumes 2 and the supplementals. Then I would have done what I just got in C-Dawg and Codename Killswitch last. Unfortunately, mail being what it is lately, mine and the Graveyard Shift books have not come in yet. But this one did come in first, so I'll be going over this. And what are C-Dawg and Codename Killswitch? Well, as you probably look from here, it's a very much an image-inspired team. If I understand correctly, judging based off of the copyright stuff, Codename Killswitch was basically characters created by the artist in Clint Hilinski, and C-Dawg was created by Mark Poulton and Chase Poulton, that's and Mark's son. I could be wrong. I'm hopefully going to be having an interview with Mark Poulton in the future, so I can ask him then. But yeah, it seems that they've all worked together to make this big project, and well. In case you guys didn't see my other review for Graveyard Shift, I just pointed out how, hold on 1 second. Sorry. I pointed out how this was very much an image style comic through and through. Much like, before I go any further, check out my bookshelves. Pretty neat, huh? Got a good chunk of my comic book collection on there. Not all of it though. I'm gonna need to get a few more shelvings, but much like how should have grabbed this earlier. Black and White was very much an image style book. Granted, this was actually made during the image heyday. You could definitely feel that sensibility in Graveyard Shift. Not surprising, since Mark Poulton is pretty much an image writer, if I recall. Worked with Rob Liefeld on his Hawkman run as well during New 52. This is no different. Although unlike Graveyard Shift, this one is not as grotesque. And, well, let's just go, and spoilers, this is going to be a spoiler review. Let's just dig and go right in as we're introduced to Codename Killswitch, a group of heroes led by Soldier 7, along with Crotch Rocket, this Deadpool-like guy, Tundra, this Bad Rock-looking guy, Rebel, this Harley Quinn Domino-looking babe, and Stormborne, and basically like a Hawkman, Viking, Hercules type of guy. And they are basically going in and, well, attacking a whole lot of the bad guys. And yeah, hold on. Trying to get my lighting. But yeah, you can see they're just kicking all kinds of butt. And like I said, Clint Hilinski does a very good job with the artwork, obviously. As well, they're going after this guy named Lord Shikari and Shikari, who we later find out is basically abducting metahumans and then selling them on the black market. As they're making their way through, they decide soon to retreat, which they do by the time Killswitch arrives. We're then introduced to this literal anthropomorphized canine named C-Dawg, or C-D-A-W-G. That's important for later. As he's rapping and you have everyone's cheering, these women saying, "Oh, I want your puppies," things like that. And he's like, "Where are my dogs at? Where you at? Woof, woof, woof." As we see these ladies with these babes with this young boy, and well, they're talking with, he's talking with the ladies as the boy is saying, how about we play some ball? Okay, fetch. Oh, you are so good with kids. Really? That's good with kids? Just be like, okay, fetch! Look, I might be critical of Mark Poulton's artwork, but it's mostly because I'll ask him this on the interview, I'm not sure if he's serious with the writing or if he's just intentionally handling things like you would in the 90s image style. I mean, but either way, it's not bad. It's not. It's just kind of wonky. But again, if he is trying to go for that, still keeping to that image style, it has a charm, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, he's asked in an interview about what do you think about this hero C-Dawg, as in S-E-A-D-O-G. And he's basically saying, I'll tell you, my lawyers are going to see him. All right, because he's ripping off my name. There's only 2 anthropomorphized dogs in the world, and yet no one's able to put 2 and 2 together because they spell it differently. Right. But meanwhile, giant kaiju's attacking, and yep, sure enough, C-Dawg is C-Dawg. As he flies off, and we see the boys all like, wowzers. And yeah, he flies off to go deal with the kaiju. As we find out his origin is, well, the young boy was his master. We'll get his name later, but yeah. He's basically the boy's fishing, finds his pendant, puts on the dog, and he gains all this power and becomes humanoid. Man's best friend is the now Earth's greatest hero. I like that idea. That is a clever idea, actually. Just taking the notion of, oh, it's a dog that just got turned into the hero because the kid just put it on, like, hey, cool, here, put it on, whoa! But yeah, he flies in to help deal with the Killswitch. Meanwhile, Killswitch is also dealing with the kaiju, so he just flies in to help. And yeah, everyone's all like, C-Dawg's on the scene, oh boy, maybe, and all that stuff, as we find out that Crotch Rocket, apparently, he's the wisecracker, and he's apparently from the future with a teleporting bike. They're just flying the ship, attacking. C-Dawg goes into the water, and apparently one of his powers is to transform into sea lice, as he turns into a swordfish first, to find out that the thing's from and down underneath in a trench. So then he turns into an octopus to pull it in, and Tundra takes advantage of it, pounds the creature, knocking it out so C-Dawg can pull it down and then bury it underground. They then make an offer to C-Dawg to come join them. He says no thanks. They take off and they meet up with not their boss, but one of the other people in charge. As he basically explains all his abilities and how apparently they also keep an eye on other metas. And we also find out a bit more, like Tundra, the rock guy, you wouldn't know it, but he's a 12th level intellect. We find out that Stormborne prays to the gods from his home world. Crotch Rocket is from the future. Rebel, well, it says here she enjoys some male companionship poolside. She was dealing with some Yakuza guys while she's now sunbathing. Soldier 7's a android of cyborg, I should more say. And they find out this one girl named Neon is escaping from Shikari. And yeah, she decides to sneak her way into one of C-Dawg's concerts to try and hide when she's attacked by a bunch of Shikari's men, including this Wolverine knockoff named Bearcat. And I love how C-Dawg saying, "Yo, Bub, copyright lawyer's called. Your act is done." As he fights him off, and then Neon's almost captured when, well, Killswitch shows up on the scene to help out. We get a nice little nod to an unpublished book about Soldier 7 where he dealt with one of the other bad guys. And yeah, they're all dealing with the group as C-Dawg tells Neon to watch the boy, or just the kid as he calls him. Hold on, let me see if okay, I gotta double check what the kid's name is. Peter. Peter's his name. And yeah, he then becomes C-Dawg, joins in for the fight. Again, they're putting up a great fight as they're dealing with them. But then Lord Shikari shows up. His goons retreat because he has Neon. But then Neon decides, screw it, I'm done running, as she blasts him. But then he takes off with Peter. So, realizing he has no choice, Shikari teams up with Peter. And now here's the point where we get really image. While they're talking, you're seeing the ladies just striking random poses and all that. Very much like a 90s comic. That's why, again, I am convinced this was all done intentional. But yeah, basically they're all talking. They're not even arguing because Neon feels bad, but C-Dawg's like, hey, not your fault. As they make their way there, basically, yeah, Killswitch shows up, they attack, and again, I showed up by a Crotch Rocket again. He is like a weird Deadpool take. But yeah, again, some nice, great, layouts, page layouts, double page spread as they come in attack with a zrack from the blaster. C-Dawg comes in more for the attack. He takes Peter and they get away. Then the henchmen are still stuck behind. And they decide, like, you'll never take us alive, so Killswitch, they kill him. How do we know? Because C-Dawg says, nice work, you just killed any lead I had and getting my kid back. They're saying, hey, we work for the finest government known to man, C-Dawg. If anyone can help get you back, we can. To which then C-Dawg basically says, yep, time for a team up as he joins up with them so they can get Peter back. Wait, so after all that fighting, they just kill those guys like that? Then we get a whole bunch of cool, pages, pin-up pages and everything, done by different people. Real good stuff. Even get to see some, tit shots on some of these ladies. And overall, yeah, I gotta say, I found this very entertaining. I really like this for all of it, any faults it may have. It is goofy, zany, insane, and yet enjoyable. I'm definitely gonna buy up get the follow-up on it. But yeah, it is just balls to the walls insanity. The characters are likable, and yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell many of them are pretty much knockoffs of other 90s characters, but again, I am so convinced that that's intentional. C-Dawg is a clever concept, and yeah, for a throwback, I can't think of it, I can't think of any better, because I've talked about some others who are just as good, but yeah, it is right up there with some of the others that I've been talking about, like any of the, like the Black Ops book. I put it right up there with that type. And again, with black and white and everything, just that type of 90s style. Worry about the action, the poses, all that stuff. Story, while important, you can play fast and loose with. So yeah, I recommend it if they ever are able to sell those individual issues for you guys to get it, and back the sequel whenever it comes out. So until tomorrow, when I go over Graveyard Shift Volume 1, which I won't be as friendly with. You'll guys see why. Then hopefully I'll get Graveyard Shift Volume 2, the supplemental, and U.S. Assassin. But until then, I'll catch you guys later.